Today on The Faith Show, sex expert Steven Tinkaboutit and mythical creature Cupid talk about sex with your host, Bob Rice. It's time for The Faith Show.
Well, hi, everyone, and welcome to The Faith Show. I'm your host, Bob Rice. Today, we're going to be talking about sex. And with us today, we have an expert on sex. His name is Steven Tinkaboutit. Let's welcome him to The Faith Show. Well, Steven, we're really thankful that you could join us here today.
Thank you, Robert. It is good to be here, and I've cleared my entire schedule to be able to speak with you today about this important matter.
Oh, that's wonderful. You can call me Bob.
I can't call you that.
What, Bob?
Right, I'm not going to call you that.
Why not?
Because that name is one lowercase vowel closer to the word boob, and I'm not going to be placed in such close proximity to the female anatomy like that.
All right, I think you're taking this just a little bit too seriously.
I'm not taking it. This is a serious issue, and I'm here to tell people, don't do it.
Sex?
Yeah, we don't even say that word.
Ever?
Ever.
Why not?
Because if people hear that word, then they're gonna think about it. If they think about it, then they're gonna do it. And if they do it, then they're gonna go to hell.
Wait a second. You're saying that people should not have sex ever?
Ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Won't the human race die out?
All right. I might have to make a possible amendment, a clause, if you will, that would allow for people to do it only for the purpose of procreation, but then, even then, they can't like it.
Well, that sounds tough.
Well, it is. But life is tough. It's filled with pain and with suffering, and honestly, the best that we can hope for is death, and only then does it get slightly better for those that are spiritually minded.
I can't imagine people take very well to your message.
Well, they don't. But it's not my fault. It's this whole youth culture and their hippity hop music, their rock and roll and their tweetering, and I mean they don't want to hear about this not doing it stuff. But for people like us who have never done it, I mean that we have a fighting chance.
Yeah, I've actually done it.
What? What kind of a show is this?
Well, but I'm married. I mean, it's okay in marriage, right? I mean, weren't you even saying that earlier? You know, with kids and stuff.
All right.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
No, I have 6 kids.
All right. So you've done it 6 times.
Well, one's adopted.
So you've done it 5 times.
We'll be right back with The Faith Show. Well, hey everyone, welcome back to The Faith Show, where we're talking about sex. And our next guest is a mythical creature that we all know and love. Let's give a Faith Show welcome to Cupid.
Woo! Yeah! Let's do this! Anybody want to fall in love? Who wants to fall in love? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let me kill ya! Woo! Let's get it on! Good to be here! Good to be here! You know what I'm talking about? Woo! Baby!
Hey, welcome, Mr. Cupid. It's great to have you. Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
You look
Yeah.
good, baby. You
Yeah.
look good.
Thank you.
All right, man. All right.
Thank you. Let's sit here. I'll take that from you. Well, Cupid, I'm really glad to have you on the show today. Earlier on in the show, we had Steven Tinkaboutit, and the way he was talking about...
Zeus! Don't say another word, boob. I saw it all from the green room. Oh my gosh, he probably irons his underwear.
Yeah, he does seem to be a little bit uptight.
I'm here to set the record straight. Sex is good.
Oh, well, yeah, all right.
Baby, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not only that, sex is awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gift
we
of
should
God,
do
right?
it
Yeah,
as much as we can with as many people as we can.
Oh, no, that can't possibly right. No.
You know what I'm talking about?
What about falling in love?
Falling in love? Of course we want to fall in love, but it's
Right,
like driving a brand new car, right? You don't buy it after you test drive it the first time. No, you try another car and another car, another car. In fact, that's what love is. You test drive a whole bunch of different cars.
No.
The red car,
No.
the yellow
No,
car,
wait,
the
that is
convertible,
that is
the
not
truck,
true. Look, just
station wagon.
calm down.
Woo!
Just calm
Glory!
down.
I'm feeling hot right now.
All right, look, we are not.
This guy does.
Hey, we're not cars, okay? We're people made in the image and likeness of God. I can't believe you'd say that. And what about children?
Children are an unfortunate consequence.
An unfortunate consequence?
Yes, yes. In fact, they're kind of like disease, H1N1, bubonic plague. It's a side effect, Bob.
I can't believe you just called children a side effect and compared them to the bubonic plague and swine flu.
Yeah, well, they smell funny. Have you ever seen a kid? They're sticky, smelly, drool all the time, poo.
Look, you're the God of love. I mean, how can you be talking about children like that?
Well, I don't like them. I've seen them. The thing I suggest, do what you want, when you want. If it feels good, that's what you do. The truth is, I don't understand your ways, Bob. You humans, you have some very peculiar quirks. I shoot first and ask questions later. Who wants to get shot with some love
All right,
tonight?
wait. Are you telling me that the God of love has never actually fallen in love?
I'm wearing a diaper, Bob. Okay. As a mystical creature, I have a few needs, a good cigar and some diaper ointment. But other than that, actually, do you have a bathroom here with a changing table? I think I need to use it.
Yeah, it's just down the hallway there. All right, well, thank you, Cupid. All right, well, now, thanks. Well, apparently the changing table broke in the green room, so Cupid's been rushed to the hospital. I guess we're gonna have to call the show. Oh, that's fantastic. Hey, well, we have a special guest appearance right now. A friend of the show, ladies and gentlemen, Jesus.
Hello, Bob.
Hey, Jesus, thanks for coming on the show.
I saw you were having some trouble. I thought I could help sort things out.
Well, I don't know if you can. I mean, today we're talking about sex.
So?
Well, you never, you know.
Well, that's true, Bob. But that doesn't mean I don't know a lot about it. Actually, I created sex.
You did? I mean, that's great. You know, after talking to Cupid, I was starting to feel like it was kind of dirty.
Not at all. Sex is holy. Sex is sacred. Well, that's the way I created it to be. But like many of the gifts I've given to humanity, over time it's been perverted and profaned. And very few find its true meaning.
So how can we find the true meaning of our sexuality?
Through the virtue of chastity.
Oh yeah, I was chaste before I got married.
Well, actually, Bob, you're called to always be chaste.
Wait, I can't have sex with my wife?
Well, no, chastity isn't about abstinence, nor is it about virginity. It's so much more than that. Chastity is the virtue of self-mastery. It's the ability to have control over your passions and your sexual desires. And so everyone should be concerned with the virtue of chastity according to their state in life. You as a married man, live out the virtue of chastity through not having sex with anyone other than your wife.
Oh yeah, I would never do that.
Well, you can do even more through chastity. Remember, if you look upon another woman lustfully, you've already committed adultery in your heart. And so we want to guard our eyes and we want to guard our hearts so we can live purity to its fullness.
Now, Don Steven Tinkaboutit said that sex was only for creating children, but Cupid said that sex was only for having fun. So which one is it?
Well, actually, sex serves a dual purpose. It's to unite man and woman in love and to bring forth human life. It's a celebration and consummation of the sacrament of marriage.
So I can enjoy it, but every time I have sex, I have to have a child.
Well, I don't know how much you know about women, Bob, but I didn't create the female body to be fertile at all times. And so you always have to be open to life.
You know, our culture seems to obsess a lot about sex. I mean, you see it everywhere, on television, movies, music, you name it. Why do you think we're so obsessed about it?
Well, because it's one of the greatest gifts I've given humanity. But if it's taken out of the context of marriage, it can have devastating results.
What do you mean?
Well, look at the world around us. There are so many sexually transmitted diseases, and there's the objectification of women. There's pornography and contraception and abortion. There's affairs and rape and adultery. There's broken home after broken home. I had so much more planned for my children than this, but so many have lost the true meaning of sex, and they've gone down the wrong path.
So is there any hope for those people?
Well, there's always hope. You know, there is no sin that is greater than my mercy, and there is no wound that my love cannot cure. When a person enters into sexual immorality, it can have devastating consequences for themselves because it's a sin against their own body. So they can lose respect for themselves and others can start treating them with disrespect. You have great dignity. You are a temple of the Holy Spirit. I became flesh and died so that I could teach you what real love is. Come to me and I will show you real love.
That's beautiful. Well, one more question for you, Jesus, because we're running out of time. Most of our viewers are single. How would you encourage them to live out the virtue of chastity? Maybe fear of getting a sexually transmitted disease or, shame of what they did before?
I think fear and shame are going the wrong direction. How about hope and love? Chastity isn't a no, it's a yes. It's a yes to the fullness of my plan for your life. I created man and woman in my image so that they could share in the full and abundant love of the Blessed Trinity. Trust in me, and I will fulfill the deepest desires of your heart.
Well, Jesus, it was wonderful to have you here. You really saved the show today.
They don't call me Savior for nothing.
And thank you for watching, and until next time, keep the faith.